Summer is right around the corner, and with it comes the excitement of road trip season. It's that time of year when highways seem endless, the days are longer, and the promise of new memories pulls families, friends, and solo adventurers toward destinations near and far. Before you throw your sunglasses on the dashboard, load up the cooler with cold drinks, and set your playlist to shuffle, let's pause for a moment and talk about something that could make or break your entire trip: your car. Your vehicle isn't just a machine that gets you from point A to point B, it's your partner in this adventure, the one piece of equipment you depend on to carry you safely, smoothly, and without unnecessary drama. Just as you wouldn't set out on a long hike without sturdy shoes or proper hydration, you shouldn't take off on a summer journey without making sure your vehicle is equipped to handle everything from blistering heat to crowded highways. Nothing kills the road trip vibe faster than smoke billowing from under the hood, a car that won't start at the rest stop, or passengers fanning themselves in the sweltering heat while your ice cream melts in the trunk. That's why I've put together this summer survival guide for drivers, 7 essential checks that go far beyond routine maintenance. These steps are about protecting your time, money, comfort, and safety. Ready? Let's dive in. The first checkpoint on your summer car care journey is fluids, your car's lifeblood. There are 6 essential fluids that keep your vehicle running smoothly: engine oil, coolant, brake fluid, power steering fluid, transmission fluid, and windshield washer fluid. Neglecting even one of these can spell disaster, and during summer, they're under more strain than usual. High heat causes fluids to evaporate faster and thin out, making them less effective at doing their jobs. Let's break them down. Engine oil keeps the moving parts of your motor lubricated, preventing dangerous friction. Without enough oil, you risk catastrophic engine damage. Coolant is equally critical, as it regulates engine temperature. If it runs low, overheating is almost guaranteed, and anyone who's seen the temperature gauge creep into the red knows how scary and stressful that moment can be. Brake fluid is often overlooked but vital, providing the hydraulic pressure that allows your brakes to work. Power steering fluid keeps your handling smooth and responsive, while transmission fluid ensures gears shift properly and protects from heat damage on long drives. Finally, washer fluid might seem trivial until you're cruising through a swarm of bugs or down dusty backroads and suddenly can't see out of the windshield. The bottom line: check them all, top them off, and if you notice one keeps running low, it's not just bad luck, it's probably a leak that needs a mechanic's attention. Once your fluids are squared away, it's time to talk about the car battery, and here's where many people get it wrong. Most folks think batteries fail in winter, but the truth is, summer heat can be even more brutal. Hot temperatures accelerate corrosion on the terminals and cause the internal fluid to evaporate, leading to sudden, unpredictable breakdowns. Imagine pulling into a scenic overlook, shutting off your car for a quick photo, and coming back to find the engine won't start. That's a memory no one wants to make. Before your trip, pop the hood and check your battery. Look for white, blue, or green crusty buildup on the terminals. If you see it, that's corrosion, and it needs to be cleaned with a wire brush. Make sure the connections are tight, because loose cables can leave you with weak starts or no starts at all. If your battery is older than 3 years, or if the starter already sounds sluggish, don't take chances, get it tested. A quick battery check now is worth far more than being stranded at a rest stop with nothing but frustration and a dead car. Next up, tires, the literal point of contact between your vehicle and the road. In summer heat, underinflated tires are especially dangerous because they generate extra friction, which can lead to blowouts at high speeds. The rule of thumb is to check tire pressure when the tires are cold, before driving, and always use the recommended PSI from your car's manual or the sticker inside the driver's side door. Do not rely on the maximum pressure stamped on the tire's sidewall, that number is misleading. Once the pressure is set, take a closer look at tread depth. Tires that are bald or unevenly worn won't provide the grip you need during sudden summer rainstorms, making hydroplaning far more likely. Look for cracks, bulges, or strange wear patterns, as these may point to alignment or suspension problems. And here's a tip too many forget: check your spare. Nothing is more frustrating than changing a flat on the side of the highway only to discover the spare is also useless. One small check can prevent a double disaster. With tires handled, let's shift to the cooling system, which is arguably your car's most important defense against summer breakdowns. The cooling system keeps your engine from turning into a very expensive paperweight. In hot weather, it works overtime, and if it fails, you could be looking at major, costly damage. Start by inspecting hoses for cracks, leaks, or bulges. A weak hose can burst under pressure, leaving you stranded. Check the radiator cap, making sure it seals tightly. Then check the coolant itself. It should be clean and filled to the proper level. Old or dirty coolant can't do its job effectively, so if it's been more than 2 years since your last flush, schedule one before hitting the road. Overheating is one of the most common causes of summer breakdowns, and the consequences are serious: warped cylinder heads, cracked engine blocks, and repair bills in the thousands. A simple cooling system check can save your engine and your vacation. Of course, while keeping the engine cool is critical, keeping your speed under control is just as important, which brings us to brakes. Your brake system is under more strain in summer than you might realize. Long road trips often include mountain passes, stop-and-go city traffic, or sudden stops on busy highways, all of which put your brakes to the test. If you hear grinding or squealing, feel vibrations in the pedal, or notice your car pulling to one side, these are warning signs that should never be ignored. Even if everything seems fine, it's a smart idea to have a professional check your brake pads, rotors, and fluid before a trip. Replacing worn pads at home is far less stressful than dealing with brake failure on a steep downhill curve with your family in the car. Safety first, your brakes are your best line of defense. Now let's talk about comfort, your air conditioning system. Some drivers think of AC as optional, but when you're traveling in 95-degree heat, it's much more than that. Driving without AC for hours on end can lead to fatigue, dehydration, and reduced alertness, which are all serious safety risks. Imagine being stuck in traffic on a scorching afternoon with no cool air. Not only would it be miserable, but it could actually impair your ability to drive safely. Test your AC before your trip. If it's not blowing cold, don't just ignore it. The problem could be as simple as low refrigerant or as complex as a failing compressor, but either way, getting it checked early will save you from days of sweaty misery. A working AC keeps everyone comfortable and keeps the driver focused. While we're on the subject of clean air, don't forget about filters, the often overlooked components that affect both performance and comfort. Your car has 2 critical filters to check before summer: the engine air filter and the cabin air filter. The engine filter ensures your motor gets the airflow it needs to perform efficiently. A clogged filter restricts airflow, which reduces performance and fuel economy, something no driver wants on long road trips when gas prices are high. The cabin filter, on the other hand, keeps dust, pollen, and pollutants from entering your car's interior. This is especially important in summer when you're driving through dusty country roads or when pollen levels spike. A clean cabin filter means fresher air and fewer allergy issues. Both filters are inexpensive and usually easy to replace yourself, so there's no excuse not to start your summer travels with fresh ones. Put all of these checks together: fluids, battery, tires, cooling system, brakes, AC, and filters, and what you have is a complete summer survival guide for your car. These aren't just routine maintenance steps, they're smart, proactive measures designed to keep you safe, comfortable, and stress-free on the open road. The beauty of it is that most of these checks take only an hour or so, but the payoff is massive. You could save yourself days of wasted vacation time, hundreds of dollars in emergency repairs, and mountains of frustration. A road trip should be about joy, freedom, and adventure, not waiting for a tow truck on the side of the interstate. And here's the final piece of advice: if you're not comfortable performing some of these checks yourself, that's okay. Not everyone enjoys getting their hands dirty under the hood. The solution is simple: schedule a pre-trip inspection with a trusted mechanic. A professional eye can catch problems you might miss, and spotting them early is always cheaper and easier than fixing them after they become serious. Once your vehicle is road trip ready, you can relax, crank up that playlist, and focus on what really matters: the journey ahead, the laughter in the car, the new experiences waiting at every stop, and the memories you'll carry long after summer fades. Preparation might take a little time now, but it guarantees your summer adventure will be smooth, safe, and unforgettable.